Hello, welcome. Hello, friends and Tucson, my Facebook friends out there. Welcome to the Majestic Fox Theater. My name is Edmund Marquez. We are in beautiful downtown, and we are here for a historic night. Tonight is the very first ever digital Go Red for Women telethon and textathon. Very, very excited to be here. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We are raising money for the American Heart Association. Here's our goal of $30,000. You're going to be seeing this thermometer. I keep saying thermostat. Thermometer here. I'm going to totally goof off here for a couple hours with you while we raise some money. But we are going to raise money to fight against heart disease for women. It's amazing what you're going to learn tonight. You're going to learn a lot of amazing facts about what's going on with heart disease and how it's the number one threat for our moms and our sisters and our loved ones out there. We are going to be live here with KOLD and Brooke Wagner. We're very excited to have here tonight. We're going to be on the 4 o'clock, the 5 o'clock, the 6 o'clock news. Very, very happy that we have the support of KOLD. And you're going to see Brooke tonight has some amazing shoes on. She's actually over here, and her setup's over here. So very exciting tonight. We're going to goof off a little bit. We're going to have some fun. But tonight at the 4 o'clock, you're going to get to see Dr. Sethi from TMC. You're going to get to see Allison Duffy from Silverado Technologies, a great friend of mine. We love her. At the 5 o'clock, Kevin Sumlin, head football coach for the University of Arizona football team, will be here. So very excited that he's here. 6 o'clock, Nova Home Loans will be here, a big supporter of American Heart Association. But tonight's a big deal. We're going to have some fun. We're going to raise some money. We're obviously in the midst of a pandemic, so traditionally this would be a big event at a resort in which community leaders would come out and they would support American Heart Association. We are in a pandemic, so we're here at the Fox Theater. And literally on the other side of the camera that is filming me is a big empty theater with big majestic ceilings. It's beautiful. We should have faced the other direction. But great to see everybody here tonight. I'm glad you're here with us, and I'm glad you are joining us. If you remember back in the day, I'm 46 years old, but back in the 70s, sitting on the shag carpet, we would see the Jerry Lewis telethons back in the day. Here's some photos of there's Jerry and there's Dean Martin. Oh gosh, Dino. But if you see the old telethons, there will be no jugglers here tonight or little choruses or that kid playing the piano. None of that. We are doing things digitally here tonight. So you're going to have an opportunity to support us by still calling in. You won't see the traditional phone bank of individuals, but you will see me and my smiling face at the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock hour. There's multiple ways to give. I hope that you can support the women in our community, the women in the world that are going to fight against heart disease. 1 in 3 women die of heart disease. I just had lunch with some buddies today, and literally there's 3 of us at the table. Based on those odds, one of our wives will pass away from heart disease, which is horrible. We're going to raise some money to combat against that. There's 2 ways to give. You can either text, as right there on your screen. You can either text to Go Red Telethon. That's the best way to go. It's one word. Text to Go Red Telethon to 41444. Or you can call 520-917-7534. We do have the phone bank of individuals answering the phones. They're just not sitting behind me because we are being socially distant, which is exciting, and boy, do I miss hugging people, but that's just the way it rolls nowadays. We're going to be doing a live news interview here soon with Brooke as soon as she's ready, and you can actually put the cameras over there, Brian. It's okay. Don't be shy, man. We're just totally winging this. There she is. We're going to be doing a news interview very soon. Show her shoes. Just show her shoes just so people can see her shoes. They're fantastic.
The best thing about these shoes is they're comfortable.
Amen. Amen. So
They
fantastic.
Really
Don't focus
and
too much on her.
$12.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I was going to get a magic marker and paint the bottom red for you. It'd have been very, very hip. But tonight's going to be a great fundraiser again. So tonight, like between 4 and 4:25 will be the 4 o'clock segment. Then we're going to have a 5 o'clock segment from like 5 to 5:25, and then we'll have another one from 6 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss it tonight. Please contribute to our efforts here tonight. We're going to raise some dollars. Our goal is again $30,000. And we're looking for all of you to please text. If you look at the very top of that message, you can see there 41444. All you have to do is text Go Red Telethon. There's the screen again. And we're going to raise some dollars to, again, combat against heart disease that is affecting the women in our lives. And we want to make sure that we take care of our moms and our sisters, our aunts, our grandmas. And, one thing I found that was very interesting with heart disease as I was doing the research and reading more about this was the fact that heart disease shows up differently for women. The symptoms do compared to men. And when I have Dr. Sethi up here, I want to ask him about it. You know, I keep thinking about the movie Superman, one of my favorite movies, the original Christopher Reeve. And Clark Kent's dad grabbed his wrist. Remember when he was having the heart attack after Clark ran up to the house? Men grasp their chest. We grab our wrist. We feel that pain. Women have different symptoms where they might have back pain. They might have a pain in their jaw. They might feel fatigue, a little nausea. And I think, you know, for all the women that we know and love out there, women are such hard workers, being moms and CEOs, et cetera. I think they just kind of brush it off as they're just tired. But that's heart disease. And I think as we continue to do research for women to make sure that they're cognizant of what's happening, and we're actually going to hear from a survivor at 5 o'clock. She's amazing. She's actually a Six Sigma black belt in business, and super excited to have her on. She's going to talk about how she did not recognize the symptoms. So we're getting pretty close here to doing an interview with Brooke, which is kind of cool because I'm gonna literally jump from you at Facebook Live, and you're gonna get to watch me do an interview with Brooke, which is gonna be exciting. She's a pro, by the way. I just mouth off. She's actually a pro. How many seconds do we have?
We are about 15 seconds.
Oh, okay. So here. Oh, okay, just the tease. I think I knew you in high school. So here we go. So she's gonna do a tease real quick. This will be fantastic to watch. Can we watch it? Okay, we're gonna watch while you text. We're gonna watch her do a tease.
Hi there, it's Brooke Wagner. I am live at the Fox Theater. The theater may be empty, but you know what? We don't want this thermometer to be. Can you see it over there? We want to raise $30,000 to fight heart disease in women. So it's time to go red. We'll show you how coming up.
Awesome. She's a pro. She's a pro. Again, I'm going to go on pretty soon and do a live interview or KOLD with her. But again, welcome to Go Red for Women. If you are just tuning in and you're on Facebook and you're wondering what the heck we're doing here and why am I wearing this little bow tie, we are at the majestic Fox Theater in the beautiful downtown, and we are raising money for the American Heart Association of Tucson in Southern Arizona. This is our American Heart Association, and we're raising money to support women. We want to make sure we're raising women to help fight against heart disease and again our moms and our sisters, et cetera. And traditionally, again, we talked about it a little bit earlier. You'd be usually at a resort. You'd be having some rubber chicken and some vegetables. And no offense, I know you get used to work at a resort, Mackenzie, but it's okay. But we'd all be going to this huge event at a resort. We're not doing that right now because of COVID, and we're doing the first ever digital telethon and textathon. So again, as we're raising money, we got our first dollars. Thank you from Anonymous, or unless your name is Anomoyas. We've got Anonymous for $100. So thank you very much. That was probably my mom or my dad, which are probably the only ones watching this right now, which is super exciting. Thank you, mom and dad, for doing that. We're going to raise up to $30,000 so we can help tomorrow. Tomorrow is literally the Go Red. Is that 2 minutes? I mean, 2 minutes? Okay, we got 2 minutes till we do something live on KLD. I got to make sure I don't mouth off or talking about teasing or anything on KLD. Traditionally, again, it's at a resort. Tomorrow, they're having a huge digital lunch, a Go Red digital lunch at noon, and I'm pretty sure you can register at the American Heart Association website. But amazing event's going to happen tomorrow. Today, we're going to, at this 4 o'clock hour, we're going to have Allison Duffy on. She is next year's chairwoman, and we're excited to hear about what she's got planned for next year. And hopefully next year, we're back at a resort. Again, I'm standing in the amazing Fox Theater here, and it's kind of empty, but it's cool to be on the Fox Theater, which is very exciting. I think the last person I saw here was like Barry Manilow or something. So hopefully they'll continue to bring in those live and crazy acts here at the Fox. But we're here to raise money for American Heart Association. And again, we were talking about the symptoms. Women have different symptoms for heart disease than men do. And I think that's a big piece here. And again, 1 out of 3 women die of heart disease, and we want to make sure that we're raising dollars so that they're cognizant of it. Right now, this local American Heart Association, our American Heart Association, has $1.4 million of grant money for research at the U of A, which is fantastic, and we're going to add $30,000 to it tonight. How are we doing with timing?
About 20 seconds.
All right, so you guys get to come over with me as I do an interview with KLD. Did I use this microphone?
You stay right there, and I will pull you in just a second.
Okay. This is exciting.
Hi there, guys. So this is something that has never been done before in Tucson. I've never done anything like this before. This is a virtual telethon and textathon. It's such a new word, I barely even know how to say it. It's right here at the Fox Theater, and it's an empty theater, but it's kind of neat to see it this way. We're raising money for Go Red for Women. This is all about women and heart disease, the awareness of the signs, helping talk to those you care about so that they don't become a statistic in this case. And Edmund Marquez is with me now. He is the host of the Facebook Live that is part of this team effort to raise money. And so you are vamping on Facebook to try to bring in these donations, which are behind you. And I'm going to tell you in just a moment how you can give as well. But why is the American Heart Association doing this today?
This is about our moms. This is about our wives, our sisters. We're raising money for women and the heart disease that affects 1 out of 3 women in our world.
And you had a really interesting point. I was listening to you talk, and you talked about having lunch with your buddies. There were 3 of you. Can you tell that story?
Yeah, gosh, if 1 out of 3 women are affected or die, 1 out of 3 women die from heart disease. I'm sitting with 2 buddies today at lunch, and I said, guys, 1 out of our 3 wives, based on the statistics, will die from heart disease. And what's interesting is what I was saying right now on Facebook Live was the symptoms are different. I mean, men grab their hearts, they grab their wrists. Women's symptoms show up so much different, from pain in their back, pain in their jaws. They might feel some fatigue. That's heart disease. It's not exhaustion. It's literally heart disease. So this is for education tonight. This is so we can continue research. We have $1.4 million at the University of Arizona for research, a grant for research, where we need to continue to raise those dollars to take care of our moms and our sisters, our grandmas, etc.
Thank you, Edmund. You're doing a great job so far. Let's
you.
raise a lot of money. Here's how you do it. Right now, you can text Go Red Telethon. That's all one word, Go Red Telethon, to 41444. I'm sure it's there on your screen. You can also call 520-917-7534, and you can give money that way. Or you can also get more information from the American Heart Association, from the Tucson sector. They really care about making sure that women know the signs that we know. It can happen to us too, even if we're just going to blow it off and say, oh, it's nothing. Guys, back to you.
Awesome. Just got to see a live interview for KOLD. That was very exciting. I'm going to grab my paperwork here. So sorry. Thank you very much. That was Brooke Wagner from KOLD. She's doing a fantastic job. She's a pro. She's a pro. All right. I have the utmost pleasure to introduce, and if I can grab this paper from Brian, my cameraman. Thank you very much. I have the utmost pleasure to introduce Dr. Sethi, which many of you have probably met in this community. Dr. Sethi's family does so much. Dr. Sethi, here he comes. He's got a check for us, which is very exciting. Thank you very much. He's got $5,000 from Tucson Medical Center. And Dr. Sethi, it probably specifically came from him because he's a cardiologist. They make tons of money. Good job. But thank you very much for the $5,000. Let me hold that. Yeah, you're very sweet. So stand right there so I can ask you some questions. Maybe somebody can hold. I'm going to put this against my legs right here since we're on Facebook Live. Dr. Sethi, I got to read some of this about you because you're very, very impressive. Cardiac surgeon at Tucson Medical Center and director of the 2020 Virtual Cardiovascular Symposium, which I'd love to hear about. You're the professor emeritus of surgery at the University of Arizona, former director of cardiac surgery at TMC until last year. You and Neelam, your wife, who I know from the community, are fantastic. 2014.
That's right.
So 2014 chairs of our Heart Ball. And then Neelam, I believe in 2013, was the sweetheart of the Heart Ball. And if you've met her, she's a sweetheart. You, as they say in the football terms, you outkicked your coverage there. Your wife's amazing. She's amazing.
Thank you.
So tell us, TMC, obviously we know you're a cardiologist.
I'm a cardiac surgeon.
Cardiac surgeon. So yes, very nice. That's a much bigger deal, actually. So tell us why TMC has decided to support the American Heart Association.
So, Marcus, we are so happy and so lucky to have good institutions in Tucson to take care of heart. We are the top of heart care. Tucson Medical Center has the best doctors, up to date and cutting edge technology. And apart from that, they have big heart. The people who work there, they are kind, they are passionate, and they take care of you. And TMC feels that they need to support American Heart and our community. So that's the reason why they gave you a check.
Well, thank you very much. And $5,000 is a lot of money, and we appreciate that. It helps go towards our goal. Which there you are. You show up there for your 5,000 right there. But I really appreciate that. And if I can ask you, just because I've got you on Facebook Live and I got you one-on-one here. So I've mentioned a couple times that the symptoms for women with heart disease are so much different. It seems, and almost, gosh, with the men, we would think those are the standard signs of you're having a heart disease, but it's so much different for women. Can you just walk us through that, a little bit of that?
So you are right about that. The symptoms in women are so different. And second thing is that they sometimes feel that these are not heart symptoms. They may have fatigue, they may feel some belly pain, some jaw pain, some back pain, and they attribute this to something else. They're so busy taking care of their husband, their children, their loved ones. So they do not pay attention to that. They think it'll go away. Second thing is that we as men also say, it'll be okay, you'll be okay. So we do not encourage them to take care of themselves. As you said, 1 out of 4 women will die because of heart disease.
Yeah.
It is the number 1 killer in the world.
Yeah, and probably the last people they should tell it about is their husband, because we say brush it off.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
all right. Be tougher. What's wrong with you?
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
So I'm with you, and I appreciate so much what you and Neelam have done for this community.
Thank you.
Tucson Medical Center, led by Judy Rich, does such a great job in our community, which is fantastic. So thank you for the $5,000. Thank you for continued support of American Heart Association.
And I wish Neelam was here next to me.
Me too.
She sends her love. She has dedicated her life for the welfare and health of Tucson. She sends her love and wishes you the best to raise $30,000 and more dollars.
Yeah, so if you're a doctor and you work with Dr. Sethi, and we all know your incomes, we need you to call up now or text 41444, Go Red Telethon, and send us, thank you very much, there's our slide. You can call 520-917-7534 or text Go Red Telethon to 41444. Dr. Sethi, you're a champion. We're so blessed to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. And as I get to pretend to hug you and touch elbows with you, we're going to go ahead and watch a video here. So go ahead and roll the video, please.
Thank you so very much.
What would I do if I had more time?
Oh, wow. If I had more time, I'd call my grandma back. I miss her.
I'd go straight to the studio and dance my little heart out.
I'd teach my great-grandson how to paint.
I would rescue all the animals that I could. I would take up the guitar again because I have always wanted to be a rock star. With the hair.
I would love to spend more time laughing.
I'd empower women to move.
I would follow my passion of writing.
I would spend it with my husband because he's an amazing person. I would read.
Oh, I would totally buy those stilettos. I would go to yoga every day and find more peace in my heart.
I would definitely meditate more. I would focus on my faith.
I do everything I'm doing now, just more of it. More volunteering, more time with my family.
I would do more of what I want to do and less of what I have to do.
If I had more time, I'd give it all to her.
If I had more time.
If I had more time.
If I had more time.
I've been given more time.
And I have been given more time.
In 2008, at the age of 37, I suffered a heart attack. And I never saw it coming.
At 10, I was diagnosed with dilated cardiomyopathy, and at 22, I had a heart transplant.
Thanks to research funded by the American Heart Association,
So many of us have been given more time.
more time with our families, more time with our dreams, and more time to accomplish the things that cardiovascular disease tried to take from us.
And with that time, we choose to continue the fight past our recovery,
Hand in hand with those who helped us become survivors today.
so we can educate and eradicate cardiovascular disease in women across the globe,
Giving them more time.
giving us all more time.
We are here with you today to celebrate what it means to be a woman, what it means to be beautiful, and what it means to be alive.
And we're not going anywhere.
All right, and we're back. My name is Edmund Marquez. You are here at the Majestic Fox Theater in beautiful downtown. This is Go Red for Women. This is an historic evening. We are doing a digital Go Red for Women telethon and textathon, and we are raising some dollars. We have done a great job so far. Our goal for the evening is $30,000. This is just from Facebook Live, so where people are usually showing their puppy dog or their kitten or whatever they're showing on Facebook Live. We are literally raising money for the American Heart Association, which has been fun. We had Dr. Sethi, who's a legend, a cardiac surgeon from Tucson Medical Center, just gave us $5,000, and we're doing a great job. I feel like a weatherman. This is good. But we're raising some dollars. We just got $1,000 from Alex and Kim Levine. Thank you very much, Alex. He's our board chair. So, Alex, I need you to call all of your family members from the Levine family and get $1,000 from each of them. I just had lunch today with Mike Levine. He's good for it. Give the guy a call. But thank you. So far, we're up to $6,225. So we are moving and shaking. We're raising some dollars. We're having some fun. This is a great cause, folks. This is we're fighting against heart disease in women. And if you've missed it, if you just logged on, and for all the people that are active right now, I think half of my family members. So all of you, Nana, Tata, Dad, Mom, this is basically the most important cause when it comes to women's lives. 1 out of 3 women die of heart disease. Again, I was saying in the earlier break, I had lunch with 2 of my buddies. So that's 3 of us. One of our wives will die from heart disease if you look at the numbers. And that's tragic, and we don't want that to happen. I have the utmost pleasure of introducing a good friend of mine that's going to join me on stage. I told her not to wear high heels because she's going to be on stage with a short Latino, and she's going to look towering over me, but that'll be very exciting at the same time. I'm going to please welcome up Allison Duffy. She's the owner of Silverado Technologies. She is if you look taller than me on camera, this is going to suck. Damn, okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Maybe you should sit on the stool. Okay. But Allison is a good. Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
I put my mask on. I forgot to put my mask. I apologize.
It's okay.
We all had dinner Saturday, but I'll put my mask on anyway. So I have my mask on. So Allison, beyond which I'm super proud of her, female in the technology sector, which is fantastic. You're next year's chairwoman of Go Red, which traditionally, right now, we'd be at a big resort eating rubber chicken together, but we're doing this digitally. So next year, there's a very good chance that you are back in the resort. But tell us why you chose to step up to the plate at a really high level to be chair of next year's Go Red for Women.
Well, it's a really exciting time. We know that next year will be extremely challenging. Every nonprofit and for-profit business has had an unprecedented year, but it gives an opportunity to get involved where there's a lot of need, and we're able to be creative.
Nice. And so I heard, as I asked why you got involved from the team, the staff from American Heart Association, which is awesome, by the way. They're over there on laptops tracking us right now. But they said you're interested in the STEM efforts. And I don't know. I know what STEM is from just the school: science, technology, engineering, mathematics. What does STEM have to do with American Heart Association, and why is that a passion of yours?
Yeah, so that's another reason that I wanted to jump in to chair next year. The 2021 year is launching STEM Goes Red. Go Red for Women, STEM Goes Red. So I'm in a STEM field. I own and run a technology services company. And so it was a natural fit. Also, my husband's a cardiologist, so it's impacting our lives every day, and heart health is near and dear to our family. And so being involved with STEM and a woman and all the things that go along with bringing more awareness to heart health and the needs for STEM to be more involved with the medical advances, in technology advances, and all the doctors and nurses that need that technical support is a great way for me to be involved.
Very nice. And not to put you on the spot, but I can a little bit because we're on Facebook Live and it's just you and me on a stage in the middle of the Fox Theater. But is this? Do you know if this is recent in regards to finding out the symptoms in regards to women? Number one, that's a two-part question, just 'cause it'll make it more difficult. So that's the first part of the question. And secondly, how many actual? And I don't know if you know this, but have they discussed or do we know how many females are in the actual scientific world that are actually researching the heart disease?
I don't know the answer to the second part of your question, although I'm sure it is a minority.
Yes.
And the symptoms are not new. And when I was growing up, it was the same message, and we just need to say it louder and more often that women need to get their symptoms checked. And there's just a lot of pressure on women. You know, I have to be at my kid's soccer game. I can't be late. I have to make dinner. I have to be at work. I can't be late for that meeting. There's so many demands on our time that we always push our own health to the bottom of the list.
Yeah. I think we're going to hear about that at 5 o'clock from one of our survivors, female CEO. I can say this on Facebook, a badass like yourself in the business world. So very excited about that. So tomorrow is a big event. Obviously, we're digital here tonight, which is fantastic. Digital telethon and texathon. Tomorrow's the Go Red luncheon, which is traditionally, again, at the resorts. What will people see tomorrow? What's tomorrow like? I have no idea. I mean, it's a Zoom call and everybody orders their own food, or I mean, what's tomorrow?
It's going to be an amazing event. Highly recommend tuning in. It's a digital experience like none other, and the American Heart Association here locally has the national organization behind, and it's going to be amazing. So I don't want to give away any spoilers. You have to tune in.
Give us at least one spoiler.
I'm going to be there.
Awesome. All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I think this is the most you and I have talked ever. That was very exciting. Very exciting. So everyone, please clap there at your computers or your phones. I won't be able to hear you, but give her a round of applause, please. This is Allison Duffy from Silverado Technologies. Very excited to have you here.
Thank you.
You're one of my close friends, so it's great to see you on stage with a mask on. Next time wear flats when you're with a short Latino, but you did great. Actually, if I stand up stage, I look taller.
Yeah.
Very nice. I look fat too, but it's all right. But thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate you being here. And please call all of your husband's cardiology buddies and ask them all to give. So we need to get our dollar amount up.
Okay.
And make sure you donate before you leave. Okay. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you being here. I'm so used to there being like a clap or something from the audience, but thank you. There was like 4 of you. It was exciting and sad at the same time, but it was really sad. Okay, let's look at our thermometer. I keep wanting to say thermostat. So far we're at $6,375. If you're out there and you're watching, please make sure you're contributing. We really appreciate you. Again, you can call 520-917-7534, or you can text Go Red Telethon and to 41444 to donate. Again, this is the first ever. This is historic. It's the first time it's ever happened. I literally get to hang out with you in your Facebook world on your computer and your phones as we raise money for the American Heart Association. This is a lot of fun. It's a fun way to do it. It's a fun way to support the ladies in our lives. Again, this is for women. It's Go Red for Women, American Heart Association. We're going to be here. This was the 4 o'clock segment. We'll be back at 5 o'clock. I'm going to take my mask off since Allison's no longer on stage with me. So we're going to be back for a 5 o'clock segment and a 6 o'clock segment. At the 5 o'clock segment, it's the same link. So keep your computer going. Plug it in if you have to so it doesn't run out of battery. At the 5 o'clock, we have U of A football coach Kevin Sumlin. Woohoo! Bear down. I'm super excited about that. And then at the 6 o'clock, we have got one of our survivors who happens to be an amazing female CEO, a Six Sigma black belt in the business world. She's going to tell us her story about those symptoms we're talking about. We're talking about how women's symptoms are so much different from men's symptoms. Again, men are grabbing their hearts and grabbing their wrists, and women are feeling pain in their jaws and their backs and some fatigue, and it's heart disease. And again, 1 out of 3 women die from heart disease. If you add up all the cancers on this planet, more women die from heart disease than all the cancers combined. So that's serious. It's serious, but we're going to have fun raising money at the same time. So we're going to wrap up this segment here for Facebook. This is the same link. Be back here at 5 o'clock. Be back here for 6 o'clock. We're going to be live again with Brooke Wagner from KOLD. She'll be doing some interviews with multiple people from here this evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you very much for tuning in so far. Thank you for giving so far. Oh, I think my friend Ray is given. Thank you very much, Ray. Brian Bray. Mr. Ani Moise, and Tucson Medical Center. Scott Wirt gave $100. If you're out there and I see that you're logged on when I walk over to the computer and I know you, make sure you give money. We're here. We're gonna hit that 30,000 mark. I promise you tonight, but we need your help. All right. Thank you very much. Have fun. We'll see you guys back at the 5 o'clock point, and make some dinner. Have some food while you're hanging out. See you later.
then she thought I would know the answer. I said, okay. It's like,
Hello and welcome. Welcome. My name is Edmund Marquez. Welcome to the historic, majestic, beautiful Fox Theater. We're downtown Tucson. We're making history right now. We are Go Red for Women digitally. And we're having a telethon and a textathon tonight. We are raising money for the American Heart Association. We are fighting and battling against, just like the U of A football team, we are fighting and battling against heart disease for women. So we talked about it in the last segment. We were here at 4 o'clock. We had Dr. Sethi from Tucson Medical Center here. We had Allison Duffy from Silverado Technologies here. TMC did a great job. They gave us $5,000 towards our $30,000 goal, which was very exciting. So appreciative. Dr. Sethi was brilliant. We talked about heart disease with women, our moms, our sisters, our aunts, our grandmas. 1 in 3 women die from heart disease. If you add up all the cancers out there, all the cancers in the world, heart disease kills more of our amazing women than all of the cancers combined. So we are here raising money for the American Heart Association in our downtown Tucson. It feels so good to be in downtown Tucson. Fox Theater is looking beautiful. You can see the other side of that camera. We're facing the wrong direction, but majestic high ceilings, beautiful fixtures, etc. Happy to be here. We are raising $30,000 this evening. As you can see, Tucson Medical Center, Scott Wirt, Casey Oliver Pass, Alex and Kim Levine, Rachel Ortiz. Lots of our friends have given dollars so far. Please consider contributing tonight. We're going to hit our $30,000 mark. This segment, so excited to mention that we've got KOLD here with Brooke Wagner. She's about to interview the Kevin Sumlin, coach of the University of Arizona Wildcat football team. Yes, you control. Look at that. He's about to go on Channel 13. We're very excited.
Selfie?
Oh, yes.
All right,
That'd be
there we go.
fantastic.
Everybody get in here. All right. Nice.
I didn't have a mask on, which was horrible, but that's all right. We're good. We're good. I'm totally
Also,
clean.
you were way far away.
That's right. I'm totally clean right now. But so great to have Coach Sumlin here. Before they do their interview, I have a second to tell. Coach Sumlin and Dennis Polian, who's a good buddy of mine, who's the chief of staff for Kevin Sumlin, they came to our Heart Ball this year, and you actually contributed a lot of money. So thank you very much. So did Dennis. Thank you very much for your contribution. A great member of our community, doing a great job with our football team. So happy to have their support for the American Heart Association. Our local American Heart Association, they're fantastic. They kick butt. They're here today in the Fox Theater. There's Mackenzie right there holding up a sign about to tell us that KOLD is about to do a live segment. It's okay. I can say it. We're on Facebook Live. I can do whatever the hell I want on Facebook Live. I don't know if I can say hell, but Facebook might cut us off. But anyway, we're here at the Fox Theater. We're raising dollars. You know, I was just about to mention our local American Heart Association. They've raised $1.4 million in grants at the University of Arizona. I'm standing next to Coach Sumlin. We're like best friends now. Everyone see, we're best friends. We are best friends. Okay, 15 seconds. They're about to do a live interview. You guys literally watch. While they're doing the interview, please call and text your donation now.
You can just stay there.
Stay right here. Okay, good.
Hi there, Dan. We are doing great. I want to kind of show you what's going on behind the scenes here. First of all, I have Coach Kevin Sumlin from the U of A right here. And then I've got Edmund over here, and he's conducting the Facebook Live, generating money for our Textathon, Telethon today. So this is like, I mean, we're covering new ground here today. I mean, we just have to make it work. You know, you've got to help a good cause. We found a way to do it with Tucson's American Heart Association, and we're so glad to be here in the Fox Theater doing this. Coach, it's so nice to have you here. We're so pleased to have you be a part of this effort. Why is this meaningful to you?
Well, we've been involved with the American Heart Association since we've been here, and it's something that's been close to me, my family, and then Red for Women today. I had a grandmother who passed away because of heart disease, and so whatever we can do to help. And I kind of like the whole setup here. It's kind of like a football game. We got live. It's a little bit of NASCAR. We got signs going up, people telling us what to do. But I mean, anything we can do to be a part of that, and what the American Heart Association does for our community and nationally is something that's close to us and been close to me for a long time in my life.
We appreciate that very much. And I mean, I guess we're adding something to our playbook here. Just don't make us look at the tape later. Because I don't know how it's going to look. But I think we're doing a pretty good job.
No, you're doing
Edmund's doing great.
You're doing
And
great.
it's great to have you here. And I think that you will help us raise some money because I see a familiar face who cares about Go Red.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe not. But, you know, the whole piece for me is just to be a part of this, and because it is important. The American Heart Association does so many things behind the scenes to help people that you know, are going through a tough time, and not just that person, but families, and how to deal with situations that are very, very difficult. And so, you know, that financially, for people to spend that amount of time and give them that kind of care and that kind of help, not just physically but mentally with families, that costs money. And that's the reason I'm here today.
We appreciate it. It certainly is. This is about awareness too. If you can't give, we understand. Tough time. We wish you well. You and the team stay healthy. This is a rough time for health all around, but we can get through it together, and that's the name of the game. Thank you, Coach.
Well, thank you for
Appreciate it.
having me. Appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. And I just want to tell you one more time, if you can help, you can call 520-917-7534 or text Go Red Telethon, all one word, to 41444. Dan?
Awesome. We're back. That's very cool. I mean,
Dan just gave you a shout out.
Ah.
Say hi to my friend.
Oh, that's very nice. Dan Maries. Yeah, so thank you very much. This is an historic night. We are here, and we just got done with a live broadcast with KOLD, and now I'm here with my new best friend, Coach Kevin Sumlin of the University of Arizona. We're great buddies. If you think of me, think of Coach Sumlin. We're like this. But I'm a huge, for all of you that know, Brian, get a shot of the socks, man. Get a shot of the
Look
socks.
at those.
Look at that. That's
I gotta
what I'm
get
talking
some of
about.
those.
That is what I'm talking about right there.
I love 'em.
Massive U of A football fan. I got to tell you, and I know they said to talk about heart disease, but just give me a second. Of all sports, of all teams, my favorite sport is University of Arizona football, period.
We
So,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
thank you.
We appreciate
I
that.
got one clap for that. Come on, Dennis. My God, there's only 4 of you in here. I had
crowd noise.
25% of the crowd clapping for me. It's
You're
fantastic.
gonna have to pump the crowd noise in like they do in the NFL. and
They're
stuff.
doing a great job.
They're doing
with
a great
that.
job with
Man,
that.
they even have
Yeah.
the booze in there. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna eliminate those.
please do. So very excited to have you here. I was so honored. I had you and Dennis and your lovely companions at the Heart Ball with me this year. You guys were super generous and gave from your own dollars to support the American Heart Association, which is fantastic. So really appreciate your support. I know this is about women tonight. This is Go Red for Women, but I'm going to segue a little bit to the football team because it is heart disease related. So many of you obviously were going through a pandemic. We're dealing with COVID. I had the pleasure of touring your facility a couple weeks ago with Dennis Polian, your chief of staff, and I was really pleased and amazed by everything that you've done to adapt to COVID. So we as individuals, whether you're an individual or you own a company, you work for a company, or you're running a football team, you're having to adapt to COVID. And what I found, which was great, was beyond the signs and the masks and the hand sanitizer, you know, if you walk through our University of Arizona football stadium right now, if you go through the concourse, they've literally set up stations for the guys that have social distancing for their weightlifting. So they're literally lifting weights because you can't fit them all socially distanced within the weight room. Can you talk a little bit about that, about how you've prepared for the season with dealing with COVID?
Yeah, I think we've done as good a job as anybody because of our preparation. I think, you know, it starts at the top. Dr. Robbins, being a doctor, obviously.
Yeah, cardiologist.
The cardiologist, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But I think his leadership has been huge, and you know, our return to play with bringing back not the whole team at certain times, but 20 to 30 guys at a time. Our testing protocol, what that looks like, starts at the top. And Dave Hickey and again, you know, Dennis has done a fabulous job with on the ground, in the building, day-to-day operations of, hey, listen, here's what we're doing, and it's been well publicized. You know, we've had to discipline some people without wearing masks. You almost got it earlier.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. I was in a selfie without a mask. That's horrible.
But I think our attention to detail and our players' attention to detail has given us the opportunity to move forward during this hard time. And it's been different for everybody. It's been difficult. It's just like you said. It's you know, it's a completely different time, a completely different way to do things. But you know, as I said, it seems like a week ago or a year ago, but it was only 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
The new normal is not the new normal. It's normal now, and that's going to be that way for a while for us to operate. And I think across the board, administratively, and our players have done a nice job with it.
I think if to sum it up, and for those of you that are watching, what comes to mind when I got to see what Coach Sumlin and Dennis have set up for the football players, it's cutting edge, literally cutting edge. Like it is. I was so proud to see what you guys have done to adapt. So let's be realistic for a second. So you've had some players, and you'll probably continue to have players, like every team, that actually test positive for COVID. And one of the things I was reading about, and actually was talking with Dennis offline before we got started up here again, was when they test positive, obviously it's a virus, and the virus will go after the heart. And we're here talking about heart disease and Go Red for Women tonight. What do you guys do to prep the player, or at least to check to see the strength of the heart as you come back to play?
Well, I think there's 3 or 4 things. There's the first concern was maybe 2 months ago, a month ago, when the first studies came out about the heart. And so we have a complete protocol if there's a positive player, that what he will go through with heart monitoring, checking his heart, checking everything else before the return to play happens. Our number one objective is player safety.
Yep.
And health of our student athletes. And I think I've said that from day one. I know I've said that from day one. Dr. Robbins has said that from day one. And I think, you know, we couldn't have a better leader as a president than a cardiologist, a guy who is on the cutting edge himself. And that's where our testing protocol has come from. I know this, that our players and our parents, in our conversations, our communication with them, they feel that we're doing as good a job as anybody in the country with safety. And as we move forward, hopefully, if we get some news here in the next 3 days, which I can't really talk about,
yeah, I'm not asking.
As we move forward, you know, that's going to be vitally important, and I think our players feel safe because of how we've done things and what you were just talking about.
Yeah, and so again, I appreciate so much what you've done for our team, what you've done for our players, what you've done for the players' parents. You guys, again, are cutting edge and doing a fantastic job. And I just want to say for all of you community wonks out there like myself that love this community as much as myself and Kevin Sumlin do, as soon as I mentioned to Coach that we were doing this, as I saw him outside the football facility, he's like, I'm in. Just tell me where to be. You got it. I'll be there, which I really appreciate. You know, because I'm born and raised here. Not every football or basketball or baseball coach do you see you know, trying to raise their hand to be involved with our nonprofit. So I really appreciate you doing that. And gosh, we're rooting for you guys, and I'm sure you'll do a fantastic job this season if you guys get to play. So very excited, and thank you so much for being here. I know you guys are on a time crunch and you have practice.
Since you've been on, Coach, we've brought in almost $2,000.
Oh man!
Thanks.
So never mind, we're not cutting off. We're gonna
go to.
Okay.
So let me just say this real quick.
Start at birth. Where were you born?
No, let me say this. I think you know, it's important. And I said it from like after the first 2-3 months here. Tucson is a very special place, and the people here are genuine. And you know what this city and what the people of the city have done and embraced our coaches, have embraced my family, my kids. You know, it was you know, just like this morning. Had to take one to high school this morning, right? So. You know,
South Point?
It's up, yeah. Well,
yeah, my son was there today. So, yeah, there you go. Very nice.
So we're back in school, but you know, but for my family and for the people, it's a unique situation. Unfortunately, I've lived a lot of places, so and I know the difference, and so anything that makes a difference in the community for us is important to our family and to and to our staff, because we appreciate how people treat us, and we appreciate what the people of Tucson are doing. We really appreciate the American Heart Association for the invitation and anything we can do anytime.
That's awesome. You know, I like to say that Tucson is one big high school hallway, and you're a very important kid in the hallway. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Yes, and again, if you can clap out there, I won't hear you, but big round of applause for Coach Sumlin. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great
All
to
right,
see you.
appreciate it.
And bear down, baby.
Bear down.
All right, so I'm going to keep talking on here. You might want to escape. We're going to have to sit here. Let's see. We just got $1,500 from Arizona Complete Health.
Complete Health.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. And if you're a big...
Bear down.
Who? Greg Taylor. Thank you
Taylor.
very much,
Thank
Greg
you.
Taylor. And for all you football fans out there, you didn't have to pay for tickets yet, so now you need to pony up and help us with our goal so we can hit our $30,000 mark. But thank you so much to
Appreciate
you
it.
and to Dennis Poland. You guys are fantastic. And super excited to have you guys here. So
Thank
thank you.
you.
We're going to go ahead and cut the video while I hug Coach illegally
no.
using COVID. No, just kidding. See ya. Go ahead and play the video. Let's have some fun here.
She's my person. Her favorite phrase to say is, Sydney's my best friend. I want to be for my daughter what my mom has been for me.
My mother is very generous, to the point where she just leaves nothing for herself.
After my dad passed away, I've never once felt like I was missing something.
I aspire to just be a portion of who she is. She's my superhero. I feel like I worry about her health all the time. Recently, I've been feeling like it is more necessary for me to really help her out more than before.
My family has definitely had heart issues.
I have a very large history of heart issues in my family.
My mom has had 4 brothers. Now she only has 1 because 3 of her brothers passed away from heart attacks.
When my grandmother passed, it was unexpected. She seemed fine.
I don't want her to go early like everybody else did.
Honestly, I don't think I want to imagine a world without her.
That's a sucky world to think about, not having that person that you call on all the time.
I just want her to live the longest life she can live an amazing life.
She's always been that person to take care of everyone else. I want her to take care of herself. That's the big thing.
My mom is more health conscious because of me.
I absolutely think she looks at me for as like a model for health.
When we talk on the phone, you know, I'm always like, hey, I just came from the gym. What did you call me for again? Like, she sees my daily routines.
We both just joined gyms, so that's step 1.
You need a partner. You need a buddy. So I was her buddy.
I've seen my mom transform when exercise was brought into her life. That's definitely something she's modeled after watching me.
I would like my mom to be there for when I have children, to be the grandmother.
I love her, and I want her to be around for a very long time.
I tell my mom all the time how much I love her and that I need her. I love her so much, and I'm so grateful for the person that she's always been to me.
Thank you for everything and making me strong.
She's a fighter. Yeah, like nothing can get in her way.
To me, she seems invincible, and I just want her to be able to live like there's no tomorrow. Mom, watch me.
Watch me.
Mom, 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 watch me.
And we're back. This is Edmund Marquez. You are here live at the Majestic Fox Theater. We're in beautiful downtown for Go Red for Women. It's a historic night. This is exciting. Gosh, we're here and we are having fun while we're raising money for the American Heart Association. Our goal tonight is $30,000. We're at $8,455, which is great. We're on our way. If you just missed it, there you go. See at the very top, you can text 41444. Text Go Red Telethon, one word, to 41444, and you can contribute dollars. I saw Big Mama Flores give $25. Thank you very much. That's Natalie Flores. Thank you very much for your contribution. You can also call 917-7534. If you just missed it, we just had U of A football coach Kevin Sumlin on stage here at the Fox Theater. Great to see him. A U of A coach. He really loves our community, loves the American Heart Association, came to our Heart Ball this last time. We're here raising money for the American Heart Association to fight cancer. We talked about it at the 4 o'clock, especially got a little deeper with Dr. Sethi from TMC. 1 out of 3 of our ladies in our life, the women, our moms, our sisters, our grandmas, 1 out of 3 die from heart disease. And you think, gosh, well, you don't hear a lot about that. But what's interesting, what Dr. Sethi talked about, the symptoms are so much different from men. Men grab their chest, grab their wrists. Women, they have some back pain, maybe some pain in their jaw, maybe some fatigue, some nausea, and they're experiencing a heart attack, and they don't know it. And at our 5 o'clock, we're going to talk to a survivor who's an amazing female CEO in our community that didn't know the symptoms. And I think, we talked about it also earlier. Gosh, I think, these hardworking women in our lives, running from soccer practice to the boardroom to, the busy lives that they lead. They turn to their husband and say, honey, I feel a little fatigued. They, as a husband, we say, suck it up. Gosh, you be tougher than that. Come on, go back, brush it off. But they're probably having a heart attack. So we have to be very cognizant of that. I had lunch with 3 buddies today, or 2 buddies with 3 of us. And, God, we talked about 1 out of the 3 of us, our wives, per the number, should be passing away from heart disease. So this is very serious. It's serious. We're having fun tonight, but it's a very serious topic. So I have the utmost pleasure of introducing, if I can try to move some of my stuff around here. Sorry, that's totally TV-ish, but oh no, I need my mask. Hold on. Sorry. We're Facebook Live. I can do whatever I want. That's what I've been told. Mackenzie keeps saying I can do whatever the heck I want because I'm on Facebook Live. She tells me to start cursing, but I said, no, that's horrible on Facebook Live. I'm just kidding. So I have the utmost pleasure as I put my mask on. And by the way, this is a historic evening, and we're doing a digital telethon and a digital textathon. So a lot of these folks are contributing just by simply texting. Where is it? 4144 Go Red Telethon. There it is again. I like that they got their button on the finger on that button for that slide. You can call 520-917-7534, or you can text Go Red Telethon to 41444. We are raising money, again, to fight against heart disease in women. So if you have a mom, if you have a wife, if you have a sister, everyone has a mom, you should be contributing tonight. And again, it's very simple to do so. We hope you do so. Traditionally, Go Red for Women, as a lot of you might know, it's a huge event at a resort, traditionally, which is not happening right now because of COVID. We are doing this digital. Tomorrow is a great event at noon. It's the Go Red for Women luncheon via Zoom tomorrow. We're doing the telethon tonight, and they're doing a fantastic event tomorrow. We're doing this on Facebook Live. Who would ever imagine that we'd be doing this on Facebook Live? This is very exciting. I literally feel like I can hang out in your laptops and your phones right here. Here I am. You can see me. I'm peering in, saying, call this number, text Go Red telethon so we can raise some dollars. And thank you also to Matthew Thrower. I saw contributed from DPR, right? DPR Construction. And thank you very much for doing that. I have the utmost pleasure of welcoming, they are this year's Go Red co-chairs. You guys are gutsy. They're good for you. You're stepping way up to the plate. Please welcome Casey Kay of Perfection Plastic Surgery and Skincare, and Rishandra Gamble of Meritain Health. If you guys can come into the screen here, this is very nice. You got to focus a little bit. There you go. Stay right there. You guys can see yourself on the screen. You look fantastic. My gosh, you look fantastic. You got to focus though. We look like we're underwater. There you go, Brian. You can do it. Okay, there you go. Brian is our cameraman. Yeah, a lot of drinking with Brian tonight. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Heart Association people just shook their heads. Okay, so congratulations on being this year's co-chairs of tomorrow's event. First of all, we'll start with Rishandra. Why did you choose to do this? It's a heck of an honor, but it's also a heck of a lot of work. So why did you choose to be this year's co-chair?
I wanted to help raise awareness and spread the word that it's something that impacts all of us women, but it's also, those numbers are also higher in minority women. So I just wanted to help do my part in spreading the word so that more people can go out and seek care and know their numbers and take everything seriously.
Thank you. And so traditionally, like I mentioned, this is an event at a resort, and usually there's 1,000 people there, etc. And KLD is about to go live in 30 seconds. This is how it rolls with Facebook Live. So I'll go back to you on that question. We're very happy to have KOLD here tonight. We have Brooke that is going live here in a bit. Very exciting. We're going to watch her, and you literally can move the camera over there and watch her go live on Channel 13. This is very exciting. She's a pro. Watch this. Watch this, folks. How you doing with time?
Hi there, guys. We are back, and I wanted to give you a look at how we're doing on this Go Red Telethon, Textathon virtual event that is going on right now. Edmund is doing a great job as the MC on the Facebook Live event. Here is the total. We're almost to $9,000. We're trying to get up to $30,000. You can help. Let me give you that number. Do what Coach Sumlin said, right? If you have the money, anything helps. 520-917-7534 or text Go Red Telethon to 41444. It's the #1 killer of women, heart disease is. And Dan, most of us don't know that you are much more likely, in fact, more women die of heart disease than all cancers combined.
That's cool, huh? So we just watched Brooke Wagner from KOLD go live. Oh no, no, it's okay. We're Facebook Live. We can literally do anything. I'm gonna start breakdancing a little bit. No, it's very cool. You're doing a fantastic job. So we were just talking with Rashandra. She was just telling us why she got involved. What I would like to know is, since it's traditionally an event that's at a resort, tomorrow at noon, just like everybody else, as we're all going Zoom meetings, etc. Tomorrow's virtual. Can you tell us just a bit about that and what should people expect tomorrow at noon?
Okay, so tomorrow is virtual, but everyone attending will not be on camera. So unlike other Zoom meetings, you can go to this one in your full jammies, okay? Head to toe. That's one tip. And we have 3 great auction items that we put everything into kind of categories. So they're 3 great baskets instead of having 10 or 20 different things. So that's one thing that I would also tell everybody to look out for and get in on that bidding when it opens because they're really great.
So is there any cool things that you can share with us that would upset Mackenzie with you sharing with us?
Why are you trying to get me in trouble?
Because it's more fun that way and I'm on
Okay,
Facebook Live. I can do
okay.
whatever I want on Facebook Live. It's all right. I won't get you in trouble. I won't get you in trouble.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
want
you
to
were
get in
no, you
trouble.
were about
I'm
to
a
do it
rule
though.
follower.
Just know that I could have had that done, Mackenzie. I could have had it done. If you can please hand the mic to Casey, and I can ask Casey. So Casey, no. But I like your pin, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
It looks like a whale. Is that a whale?
It is a red dress.
Dress.
From
I'm just
Macy's,
kidding.
who
Just kidding.
actually
American
used
Heart
to sponsor the
Association.
Red Heart Association.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So make sure you keep the mic close to your face.
All right.
So if you can do me a favor, I hear you have an incredible story about why you're involved, and I'd love to hear it if you don't mind sharing it with us.
Yeah, of course. I had a experience that was very close to home. 4 years ago, my mother, a super mom, as you were talking about earlier, Edmund.
Yeah.
We know taking the kids to soccer practice, running a company, being a great mother and a great wife. That was my mom, and we lost her 4 years ago to a widowmaker heart attack.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of symptoms. Just a lot of fatigue, a lot of acid reflux type of situation. But other than that, you couldn't tell that she had a heart issue. She was out visiting my family in China, where I was living at that time, a week before this happened. And I got a call on a Friday, 5 days later after she left, saying that she had passed away. So we moved back to Tucson, where I grew up, and my father, had my mom running his medical practice, and so I decided to stay here and support him and be there with him. And so this really hits home for me because mothers are the core of our society, of our community, and if we don't support and educate these women, we're going to have a lot of families that go through what my family went through. And I don't want anyone to have to go through that because it was not fun. It was not easy. I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, but not in the way that you'd really want to. So I really appreciate the work that we do here. And I keep fighting to educate as much as I can.
I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. So sorry to hear about your mom. What was your mom's name?
Melinda, Mama K.
Mama K. So Mama K. So Mama K is the whole reason we're here tonight. It sums up everything we've been talking about. Some acid reflux, as someone's mom, someone's wife, and you think acid reflux doesn't equal heart attack and a widowmaker. So God bless you for being here tonight, and thank you for your time, both of you, for obviously this amazing cause. But Mama K is the whole reason we're here. And the same thing Dr. Sethi talked about prior to you arriving here tonight in our last segment. He just talked about how the symptoms aren't traditional. Like if you had the stereotypical, I hate to use the word, but the stereotypical symptoms of a heart attack, it's not acid reflux. It's not fatigue. It's grabbing the wrist, grabbing the chest, the things you see in the movies. But we're talking about our moms and our wives and our loved ones. So that's why we're here tonight. That's why we're raising money. And again, we've actually the dollar amount has grown while we've been chatting here. Our goal is $30,000, and you have to ask yourself, where's the money going? Well, our American Heart Association here in Tucson and Southern Arizona has done a fantastic job, and they've been raising dollars, and they have $1.4 million of grants that are now at the University of Arizona, bear down, and they are doing research on heart disease and trying to not only educate but cure and find out how we can protect more Mama K's and make sure that that we're safe out there. So please dig deep. Please contribute. It's very easy to contribute. Again, this is a historic evening. You can either make a phone call. If you think about the old Jerry Lewis telethons back in the day, this ain't it. So unless Casey's going to start juggling and doing backflips or something. And
I did bring a heart costume.
There you go. You did. I saw the heart costume, and I was God just begging you didn't get into that thing, man. But yeah, good for you. Good for you. You're a brave soul. You're a brave soul. If you can please contribute tonight, it'd be fantastic. We're going to wrap up the 5 o'clock. And while we're wrapping up the 5 o'clock, before we head to the 6 o'clock, I'll just recap. We've heard from Dr. Sethi from TMC. We heard from Allison Duffy from Silverado Technologies, who's next year's chair. Rashandra and Casey are this year's co-chairs, and tomorrow's Go Red for Women virtual lunch is happening. Everything's virtual. And, I'm so proud of the nonprofits figuring this out. I mean, I know we're talking COVID, but heart disease didn't end. Cancer didn't end. All the different issues and things that we've been dealing with for these years hasn't ended. We've been just talking COVID. So again, it's all about the symptoms and what's happening out there. You just grabbed the mic. I think you want to say something.
Don't forget that if you have not registered for tomorrow's event, it is not too late. You still can, and you can attend in your jammies.
Nice. And how do they register? They just go to the American Heart Association website?
You can follow our Facebook page, and then we also have a link that we will pop on to
the chat. So look in the chat box.
Look in the chat box for that link, and you can go ahead and register.
Awesome. So we're gonna again remind you. You can either text right here if you see at the very top here. Text the Go Red Telethon to 41444, and you can contribute. Lots of people, even Jams Parsons has just given $25, which we appreciate. Any dollar amount will do. You can do $10,000. You can do $10, as long as you're helping and you're contributing to what we're doing here tonight for the Mama K's out there.
The Mama K's of the world.
Amen. So thank you very much. We'll be back, and we'll see you at the 6 o'clock. It's the same link to come back at the 6 o'clock. We've got some amazing guests at 6 o'clock again. And again, we'll be live with Channel 13. But thank you so much for tuning in. Facebook Live will be back at 6 o'clock. Enjoy your dinner. See you at 6. Welcome, 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 welcome back. My gosh, hopefully you joined us at our 4 o'clock, our 5 o'clock, and now you're back at our 6 o'clock. My name is Edmund Marquez. I am your MC for the evening. This is our last segment. We have been having a blast. We've been raising money for the American Heart Association. This is Go Red for Women, the digital experience. It is a telethon. It is the textathon. We are raising money for the American Heart Association as we battle heart disease for women. Women. Our moms, our grandmas. We heard from Casey K earlier. His mom passed away from widowmaker heart attack. Mama K is the reason why we're here. We are here at the Majestic Fox Theater. I wish you could see it. It's beautiful. It's fantastic to be in beautiful downtown Tucson. This Go Red for Women experience, the fact that we're doing digitally, obviously we're in a pandemic. And so we're here and we're making it happen. We're having fun. Traditionally, this would be a huge event at a resort with rubber chicken and great vegetables. And we are here digitally. Tomorrow at noon, they're going to have a Go Red Women luncheon, which is a very special event with tons of surprises tomorrow, which I've been trying to get out of everyone I'm interviewing. I'm looking at Mackenzie because they won't tell me what's going on tomorrow. I will be tuning in at noon tomorrow. Hopefully you will as well. There are multiple ways to give, which we'll go through here. You can see at the top of the screen here. You can text message. It's a textathon, 41444. You text Go Red Telethon. Lots of great people. I want to thank my team at Allstate who have done a great job. Almost all of them have contributed. Look at Tenacious D there. A lot of great friends, great supporters here in the community that have supported our event here tonight. You got to ask why we're here, why we're doing this. So again, heart disease women. 1 out of 3 women pass away from heart disease. And you think, what? What? Yes, literally, like you could add up all the cancers in the world and all the death from cancer in the female population. More women die of heart disease than of all the cancers combined. And you think, you just don't hear that many heart attacks, from females. It's because their symptoms are different. And that's what I've learned tonight. That's what we've learned at the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And the 4 o'clock, we had Dr. Sethi from TMC. This is interesting and disturbing at the same time. So we traditionally know a heart attack is you grab your chest, you grab your wrist, like Clark Kent's dad and Superman grabbing his wrist. Women's symptoms are so much different. It's pain in your back, pain in your jaw. It could be fatigue. Mama K, Casey's mom, had some acid reflux and she was fatigued. And again, we talked about in the earlier segment, you turn to your husband and your husband's like, shake it off. You're fine. Rest a little bit, lay down or whatever. Women are so active and so important as they're running to soccer practice, to the CEO boardroom. And little do they know this fatigue could be heart disease and could result in a heart attack. So we're here raising money. The University of Arizona has 1.4 million of our dollars that we've raised from the American Heart Association as a grant. And they are doing research right now, trying to save our moms, our grandmas, our wives, our sisters, etc. So it's very, very important we raise dollars tonight. As you noticed here, and maybe they have the slide. I'm not sure. I'm putting them on the spot. This balloon is covering our thermometer. So we're at $9,570 of our $30,000 goal. We're going to continue to raise tonight. You can continue to raise even after I'm done speaking here, and we've had our 6 o'clock segment. You can continue to contribute. Again, you can text Go Red Telethon to 41444. Look at Shelly Poses with $500. Thank you so much, Shelly. She's my neighbor. Donate. You can call 520-917-7534. Text Go Red Telethon to 41444. One of the cool parts about tonight is we have had Brooke Wagner from KOLD here live in the 4 o'clock, live in the 5 o'clock. We just had Coach Kevin Sumlin here. You're going to literally watch her go live here on KOLD where Dan Maries is. We're all big fans of Dan Maries. We're super excited. How much time are you doing? You looking good? Time? Okay, I'm going to be quiet now. My wife says I talk too much.
It really is, Dan. I lost my grandmother to stroke, and the thing is, all of us have a story. It impacts and touches all of our lives because heart disease is the #1 threat to women's health. In fact, it kills more women than all cancers combined. I didn't know that until today. I knew it was bad, but it's worse than I even knew. And unfortunately, many of us women were very likely to just say, oh, it's nothing, don't worry about me, I'll be fine, because we're taking care of others, right? Well, Charlene Grabowski was one of those women, and she is really glad she didn't just say, oh, it's nothing, because at 57 years old, she was exercising. She felt a very heavy pressure on her chest. She got right to the hospital, and indeed, she was having a heart attack, and probably wouldn't be here to share her story if she hadn't taken action immediately. And that is her message today. That is the reason why she is joining with this effort. She says she wasn't taking good care of herself at the time. She says she did have a family history of heart disease, but it was her father, brother, uncle, all men. She didn't think about it because, as she put it, I was the only girl. So this is something all of us women need to hear, and all of the men too who need to think about the women in their lives they care about. And so today, Charlene and all of us here in Southern Arizona who support the American Heart Association are teaming up to ask you to go red for women. And here's how you do that. You can call 520-917-7534 or text Go Red Telethon, Go Red Telethon, all one word, to 41444. We hope you can help us raise money and awareness and save women from heart disease. Dan?
Awesome. That was very exciting. That never gets old, by the way. And you do a fantastic job. That was Brooke Wagner from KOLD going live with our friend Dan Mari's in the studio, and she just got done doing an interview basically with Shar Grabowski, who's a fantastic individual. We're so lucky to have in our community. We're actually going to be able to chat with her via Zoom here. I don't know if that's going to be on my screen right now, or we're going to have to wait. I don't know if are you guys putting her on my screen now? Is she there? And I got to move my balloons. Charlene Grabowski, which is not in my notes, well, I will just tell you. There she is. There's Char. Fantastic. And this is modern technology. This is very exciting. You're literally in your, and sorry my balloons are in your way. But this is Charlene Grabowski, Char Grabowski, and she's a good friend of mine. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but I'm going to say anyway. She basically rescued the L Tour to Tucson. So she did yes, she did. She is a Six Sigma black belt, which is she's very strategic. She's brilliant. Literally one of the smartest people I know. You're going to owe me lunch after this or something. This is fantastic. But she is a fantastic individual, and she was the recent chair of the board, right? And Go Red last year. She's fantastic. But Char, more importantly, has an amazing story, and your story really fits with what we've been talking about tonight, which are the fact that women's symptoms are much different than a man's symptom when it comes to heart disease. And you are one of, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
Not one of 10, nine brothers and sisters.
One of 10. So I'm sure you grew up tough. And I'm sure when you had some symptoms, they all said, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. But tell us your story, if you don't mind telling us, because this fits in line perfectly with what we're discussing tonight.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you very much. And thank you to the American Heart Association for trying something new. I mean, in these COVID times, we need to be resilient, and that means try some new things. So thank you, and thanks for everybody who's watching and contributing. My story is unfortunately too similar to many other women. I had some fatigue and some acid reflux for many weeks, some swelling in my ankles, but I was on the road all the time doing travel. And so I just thought I was eating improperly and not getting enough exercise. And so as a weekend warrior, I went to do my workout. It was November 9th, 2013, my new birthday. And I just felt fatigue during my workout. So I stopped and I got this intense pressure in my chest. And people say, feels like an elephant sitting on your chest. Well, I don't exactly know how people know what that feels like until you have a heart attack. And people have been mentioning the Widowmaker. I had that. I had 100% blockage. The good news, and what does that mean? It means there's a big vessel, coronary vessel, that feeds your left ventricle. And that left ventricle is the pump that feeds the rest of your body. Well, during my exercise, I knocked a plaque, some cholesterol off, and it blocked the vessel. The good news is I was just about a mile and a half away. My partner was with me. She drove me to the hospital. And magic words in the emergency room are heart attack, chest pain. They see you right away, no questions asked. It was not my time. It was a Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. There was no one else in the ER. There was a cardiologist doing rounds in the ER. That doesn't happen. So I was in the cath lab within 20 minutes and I now have a stent, a tube in my left anterior descending artery, that big vessel that feeds my left ventricle. So I'm a very lucky girl. It wasn't my time. And then I realized my time was to give back. And so giving back to the American Heart Association is one of the things that I do.
Well, I really appreciate you telling your story. And besides you being a lucky girl, we're a lucky community because you're here with us. And I appreciate so much the fact that you are taking action. It's one thing to go through this, survive this, but there's another thing to take action, which is being involved in our community. Why did you choose? Obviously, we know the relation between American Heart Association, but how did you choose? And actually, it looks like we're going to go to KOD live here in about 30 seconds. So if you don't mind, I'll come back to you.
No
Yes.
problem.
Oh, we got 3 minutes. Okay. She added a zero, so I good because I want to keep talking to you. Dang it! And we're Facebook Live, like I said all night. I can do whatever I want on Facebook Live. So here we are. So we're very lucky to have you. And you chose the American Heart Association, and you chaired the Heart Ball. What are your thoughts? And you're very intelligent. You and I have talked on the business side for so many times. Why our local American Heart Association, and what did you find out as you got involved?
So they're big. they're big advocates for a lot of things. They invest a lot of money back into communities. They help set guidelines that advise cardiologists. So when you're fortunate enough to live in a community with a big university hospital and incredible health care like we have the best of the best. But when you're out in a small community environment, and you need a cardiologist, the American Heart Association helps the smaller hospitals also understand the guidelines, understand what are contemporary protocols and things that should be done. So they leverage the great work that's done at great institutions like the University of Arizona. And then from there, they go out and help all the smaller hospitals as well. So it's a big deal. Education and advocacy and investment, very big deal from the American Heart Association.
And that's why we're so lucky to have such a great branch of the American Heart Association here in Tucson and Southern Arizona as well. And what we're kind of learning for all of you out there in Facebook land is, again, the symptoms for women are much different than men. And Shar is a treasure. I mean, you turned around El Tour, and I'm an avid cyclist, so thank you so much for saving El Tour. And thank you so much for taking care of yourself, so that you're still here with us, because, gosh, we love you so much. But the symptoms are different from a woman compared to a man. Again, same thing as Mama Kay from KCK, who talked to us at the 5 o'clock. It was a little bit of acid, and it was fatigue, and it led to a widowmaker heart attack. So this is why the education and why you investing in the American Heart Association is so important. And that's why we're here tonight, to raise dollars. And thank you very much, Shar. I really appreciate you being here. We're going to go to a KOD live piece here, but I owe you lunch when this is over with. And we love you, and we're so glad that you're here with us. So thank you very much for being here tonight. I think we're going live here.
It's so good to see you guys, and it is such a treat to be here helping out today. Already we've raised almost $10,000, but we are trying to get up to that $30,000 mark. And I think I know someone who might be able to help, and that's Summer Green with Nova Home Loans. It's so good to have you here. Thank you for this.
Thank you, Brooke. It's great to be here. Our River Road branch is so happy to be a part of this and be able to give back to the American Heart Association and further give back to the community of Tucson.
This is a wonderful check, and $15,000. That is a big commitment that we so appreciate. Do you have a personal connection to this cause?
Yes, I've had several family members affected by stroke as well as heart disease. But even furthermore, just being involved in the community here and helping spread the news of heart disease and how to correct that and prevent that for further families. As Edmund had mentioned earlier, 1 in 3 women die from the disease, and that's near and dear to my heart. I work with several women every day and work with women every day furthermore. So just to bring awareness and further benefit, again, the city of Tucson through giving back to the community.
And this is why you're going red.
Yes,
I love it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for this generous check. This is going to really bump us up here in just a moment on the tote board. Well, and thank you, Summer. It's great meeting you. We're really pleased to have your involvement in this special telethon, which is unlike anything we've done before. You can get involved by texting Go Red Telethon, all one word, to 41444. You'll get a message with a link, and that's where you can click through and make a donation. So we sure hope you can join us in this effort and learn some more about women and heart disease. It's something we all need to know more about because it's the #1 health threat to women. Back to you. All right,
Very
nice
good.
job.
Very
good.
Very cool to watch KOLD. And Brooke Wagner has been fantastic. You're a pro. She's done a great job. Go ahead and show her. Go show her on the camera. She's on the camera enough with KOLD, but she needs to be on our camera more.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job. Summer Green's here, and she brought us 15. Come on over here into our mini stage. You can get on the other side of me here. And this is Summer Green. We actually know each other from La Buzz Cafe, which is very exciting. Oh, we got to turn your microphone on. I know what Matt's doing, and make sure you hold it really close to your mouth because it's a pandemic.
Hey guys.
Masks on. So thank you very much. This is a big deal. If you look
Absolutely.
at what's happening here, we just jumped almost to $25,000 because of our friends at Nova Home Loans. Thank you so much. And
Yes,
beyond,
absolutely.
So first of all, let's talk about Nova. So Nova does so much for our community.
Yes.
I so appreciate every time you look at the Nova Home Loans bowl, the bowl game.
Yes,
to,
absolutely.
what you do with Boys and Girls Club, to American Heart Association. You're all in on Go Red for Women, which is fantastic. Why is Nova so involved when so many companies aren't?
Well, I think that the best thing to note about Nova is that it was built here. It's built in the city of Tucson. And our vision and our goal is to give back to the community and build our community, grow our community. And we are fortunate to be able to be in a thriving industry right now, especially to be able to continue to give back in the most positive and great ways that we can. And just this is a perfect entity and example of that.
Yeah, just behind the scenes as American Heart Association, as they were trying to be creative like most nonprofits have to, and they came up with this amazing idea of a digital experience of a telethon, textathon. They mentioned Nova up front just because they know how much you are passionate about our community, and we appreciate that. But beyond Nova, you're involved as well personally, and you are a member of the Go Red executive leadership team, and you sit on the AHA board of directors. So why are you involved?
Yes, it is near and dear to my heart. I'm going into my 3rd year of being a part of the American Heart Association and the ELT group, and most recently this year, as you mentioned, a board of directors. I'm super humbled by that, and I'm super excited about what further difference we can do here in the community of Tucson. And again, with the support and backing of Nova, it's just tremendous and so exciting, and I'm so grateful to see what we can be able to do this year, even through these unprecedented times.
Yeah, well, they're very lucky to have you. Some people serve on boards, and they just kind of sit there or maybe show up. Summer shows up with $15,000, so we like her a lot. You're fantastic. So if you don't mind staying here and just keep holding that right there.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about our numbers here for a second. We're looking great. Our goal tonight is $30,000. With the help of Nova Home Loans, we've just got just below $25,000. You see Big Mama Flores coming in, Jennifer Murbach, Mary H, Jam Jams Parsons. I love the nicknames. The funky nicknames work in my Allstate agencies, by the way. So thank you very much for them contributing. And again, Nova stepping up big time with $15,000. Again, we're here because of heart disease, and we've mentioned it. We mentioned it before, but it's worth discussing. There's a theme here tonight. So if you don't know, we were here at a 4 o'clock, a 5 o'clock, and a 6 o'clock. Do you mind standing here? You
No,
good? Okay,
absolutely
good. I
fine.
just like hanging out with you. So here we are. So we had a 4, a 5, and a 6. At 4 o'clock, we had Dr. Sethi from TMC, and we discussed the symptoms that a woman has compared to a man, and they're much different with heart disease. And again, we talked about 1 out of 3 women are passing away from heart disease, and you think, I just, what the heck? I just don't hear about that, but it's happening. You can add up, again, all the cancers in the world, and more women are dying from heart disease than all the cancers combined. And it's because the symptoms are different. We just heard from Shar Grabowski, who's brilliant, who helped save El Tour to Tucson as the CEO of El Tour. Shar felt some acid reflux, and she felt some fatigue, and she had a widowmaker heart attack. And when you think about people being treasures, you don't want to lose a Charlene Grabowski. You want her here in your community, right? So, and it's so important as we have young individuals like Summer here, as she goes throughout the community, she can spread the word just like you can about what great work the American Heart Association is doing. And this is our branch. This is our Tucson, Southern Arizona branch. This is the work that we're doing here for us, for you and I, for our moms, for our sisters, etc. $1.4 million of grants at the University of Arizona raised here in our community. And that's to help continue the research so that our moms and our daughters and our grandmas and our aunts, our best friends are safe. And they at least have some research to help with the heart disease that's out there. Is a huge cause. Tomorrow is a big event. I'm guessing you're going to be involved.
Absolutely.
I'm guessing. So tomorrow, traditionally, the Go Red for Women is a huge event at a resort, and I've been talking about the rubber chicken and the vegetables. It's so true. It's kind of like rubber chicken, but it's great rubber chicken for all of you resorts out there. And we don't have that event tomorrow. Tomorrow's digital. Just like tonight, we had our digital telethon and textathon. Tomorrow's digital, so it's happening at noon. Can you tell those listening just a bit about tomorrow? And I know there's some secrets, and I've been asking everybody. You don't have to tell us the secrets. Just give us the gist of what's happening tomorrow.
Well, I think one of the best things about tomorrow is that you don't have to get dressed up. You can come in the comfort of your own PJs and dial in tomorrow. It is going to be fantastic. We have a very special keynote speaker that will be presenting as well, and it will be short and sweet, but a really great way to, again, see how you can get further involved with the association as well as a smaller level in ELTs or furthermore just in the city of Tucson.
Please be involved. Again,
Yes.
for all the causes out there, and we talked about it earlier, and this is our 3rd segment, so I don't know what I've mentioned or haven't mentioned to this point. I'll probably wake up in the middle of the night and go, 1 out of 3. But, what's interesting is if you think about tomorrow and being involved, COVID, all we talk about is COVID, but heart disease is still around. Cancer still around. There's still things that are happening in our community that we have to discuss and be involved in. And heart disease being the #1 killer of women, we need to get involved in, and we need your help. We need you to log in right now. You can go to 41444, text Go Red Telethon, one word, Go Red Telethon, and contribute right now on the spot if you can. Are you guys about to go live? Oh, okay. So I can keep on talking. Okay, good. So if you guys don't mind, if you can put up on the screen the phone number, I want people to be able to dial in. So there we go. And there's a screen right there. That's why my eyes keep going there. But you can donate. Please call 520-917-7534 or text one word, Go Red Telethon. For all my buddies out there, you got to spell it right. Go Red Telethon to 41444. The best route to go is the text. So just like traditionally when you'd see like the old Jerry Lewis telethon, which neither you or I are doing any of that stuff. Like it was the Jerry Lewis. I love Jerry and I love Dean even more so. I kind of enjoyed the drunk Dean more than the sober one. But Jerry Lewis telethons was like kids juggling and stuff. Summer and I ain't juggling. So if you can please just text to 41444, Go Red Telethon. Do $50, $25. Oh, Rule of Skype. Thank you very much. $150. Sandy Green, 100.
Yes, that's my
Money's
mom.
coming in. We need another, $5,500. Let's get over the $30,000 goal. We're gonna watch a video really quick. Our American Heart Association is doing a lot of work with vaping. Thank you very much, Summer. I look forward to seeing you
Absolutely.
at La
We
Buzz.
appreciate it.
Thank you to Nova, the Volpe guys
Yes.
over there. They're fantastic. John
Absolutely.
Volpe's my next door neighbor.
We're happy to be here.
Literally next door to me, and his kids play basketball at night. John, tell your kids to stop playing basketball at night. But great to see you. Thank you
Yes.
very much. We're going to
Yep.
watch a video on
You're
vaping.
welcome.
Enjoy the video.
Vaping is an epidemic that impacts 1 in 4 teens.
Over 5 million kids in the U.S. have vaped or tried an e-cigarette.
The nicotine in one pod equals an entire pack of cigarettes. Vaping flavors appeal to kids and taste like candy or fruit.
Nicotine is an addictive substance that is harmful to the brain development in young adults.
Nicotine can also drive undesirable behaviors that can lead to lung disease, heart disease, and cancer.
I want women my age to know the dangers of vaping.
Talk to your teens, their friends, their teachers, and other parents about the dangers of vaping.
We must stand together alongside the American Heart Association to educate our communities on the dangers of vaping.
I want to protect my daughter.
I want to protect my son. I want to protect my kids and their friends from the dangers of vaping.
The American Heart Association is committed to providing communities, families, and teens with resources to stop this epidemic.
We're back here at the Fox Theater. I'm Edmund Marquez. You just learned about vaping. Just say no to vape. We're here at the Majestic Fox Theater. We're wrapping up our 6 o'clock. It's been a lot of fun. Gosh, I'm so proud of the American Heart Association for thinking outside the box when it comes to events and fundraising. And again, we've been talking about COVID so much. Heart disease, #1 killer of our moms, our wives, etc. And again, the symptoms are different than what the men are traditionally seeing with the grabbing of the heart or grabbing of the wrist, etc. We got to take care of our moms and our grandmas and our aunts, etc. If you take a look at our board, we've gotten over the $25,000 mark. It's still going. This isn't stopping just because I'm going to finally put this microphone down and be quiet. But just know that you can continue to contribute tonight, please, and text it out to your friends and your family. Everyone, if 1 in 3 women are dying from heart disease, you know somebody that has been affected by heart disease. And this is a great, great, great cause tonight. So we can continue our fight against heart disease. Again, 41444, text Go Red Telethon, and a website will pop up. Very easy to give. Don't forget to call 520-917-7534 if you don't want to do the whole texting piece. That's for my mom and my dad if they can't figure out the texting. For my buddies, again, please spell it right. Go Red Telethon. You can do it. 41444. This has been a ton of fun. I want to say thank you to Dr. Sethi from TMC, Allison Duffy from Silverado Technologies, next year's Go Red chairwoman. We had Coach Kevin Sumlin for the University of Arizona football team. I was geeking out big time while I was on stage here. Thank you to Summer Green from Nova, Charlene Grabowski, our past chair, sharing your story, Casey K, and Rashandra Gamble. Thank you very much. The stories we heard tonight were fantastic. The bottom line is we all love this community. The bottom line is 1 out of 3 women are dying from heart disease. Please contribute. This has been a fantastic effort tonight to make sure that we're taking care of our loved ones. You can continue to give. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon, you can still register at the American Heart Association's website. Tomorrow is Go Red, the luncheon, which is traditionally, again, at a resort. My name is Edmund Marquez. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much who have contributed. Oh, and Natalie Fernandez-Lee, thank you very much. $1,000, Natalie Fernandez-Lee. Thank you. I've known her since she was in diapers, by the way. Great job. Super proud of you. We love you all. We love this community. Continue to invest in our community. No one's going to fly in here and save it for us. This is us contributing into our great causes. So I'm Edmund Marquez. I'm signing off. I'm going to go have dinner now. Great to see all of you. Thank you for attending. Take care. Bye-bye.